This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 353, How to Change Your Eating Patterns, Part 2, by Babauta of Zen Habits.net. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik, your narrator of blogs covering health and fitness. I read to you from some of the most popular blogs out there, with permission from the authors. Today being Part 2 from yesterday. And we're so lucky to have a sponsor of this episode. It helps keep the podcast running. And our sponsor today is Talkspace, the online therapy company that lets you choose from over 1,500 licensed therapists. Get matched with your perfect therapist who can put you on the path to a happier life. For a special offer just for you, visit Talkspace.com/OHD. So those of you who have been listening all week know that I've been prepping for family Thanksgiving feast at my house tomorrow. Yesterday I was doing a deep clean. Today it's making sure that we have everything, all the dishware, all the glasses, make sure those are clean and ready to go. But I think we're on top of it. I think I might reward myself tonight, before all the craziness happens tomorrow, with a little Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a Thanksgiving classic. Steve Martin, John Candy, John Hughes, just perfect. And like I mentioned, this is a continuation from yesterday. So if you're new here or skipping around, it'd probably be best to start with yesterday's episode first. But if you're caught up, let's jump right in, hear Part 2, and continue optimizing your life. How to Change Your Eating Patterns, Part 2, by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. Shaking up the patterns. I'm usually a fan of slow changes, but lately I've been realizing that it can be helpful to really give our patterns a good shake-up. How do we do that? By giving ourselves a line to stick to. Here's what I mean. When we meditate, by trying to focus our attention on our breathing, it becomes very obvious once our attention wanders to a chain of thoughts. Without the line drawn in the sand, trying to stick to watching our breathing, it's hard to notice the mental patterns of impatience, frustration, harshness, retreating into our stories, rationalizing, etc. The breath is the line that we try to stick to, and the line helps us see what's going on. So, create a line to stick to for eating patterns. I recommend that your line be a meal plan that you try to stick to for 1 month. By trying to stick to a meal plan, it becomes very obvious when you binge, or eat a bunch of afternoon snacks, or a breakfast of pastries and a latte. Your patterns start to become obvious. And when you learn that you can actually stick to the meal plan, the patterns start to fall apart. You're aware of them, but you're no longer tied to them. You start to free yourself. Here's what I recommend. 1. Make a simple, healthy meal plan. Pick a healthy breakfast, a healthy lunch, a healthy dinner, and a healthy snack or two. Enter it into an online food tracker to see how the calories add up. I shoot for 250 to 500 calories below my maintenance level to lose weight. Keep it simple to prepare, based almost entirely on healthy, whole foods, not processed foods. Again, veggies, beans, nuts, whole grains, fruits. By the way, I pick one healthy meal and eat it for both lunch and dinner every night of the week to keep things simple. 2. Plan for indulgences. Don't make it a sacrifice. Include delicious, nutritious foods, including indulgences like dark chocolate, red wine, coffee, berries, and tea, and include a couple free meals each week. Don't pig out, just eat moderately, but whatever you want. 3. Stick to it for a month. Give your habit time to change. Challenge yourself to stick to the meal plan with 2 free meals per week for a month. This will give your mind and body time to adjust to new habits. 4. Clean up your environment. Keep junk food out of your house. Have healthy alternatives to your usual comforts, fruits instead of sweets, air-popped popcorn or carrots and hummus instead of chips. 5. Prep to make it easy. If you eat the same lunch every day and the same dinner every day, prepare them in advance so that it's easy to eat when it's mealtime. 6. Have strategies for restaurants and social eating. If you have to go out, either make it one of your free meals and remember to eat moderately, or plan what meal you'll be eating. For example, you can look at the menu online and know that you'll have lentil soup with a salad or black bean tacos with guac. If you're going to a party, prepare your healthy food and bring it to the party. 7. Give yourself time to adjust to new foods. If you don't like the taste of vegetables at first, try eating them every day for a week. You'll start to like them. So that's the plan. Make a simple, healthy meal plan and stick to it every day for a month with 2 free meals per week. Clean up your food environment. Don't make it a super sacrifice. Yes, this is a bit boring, but if you rebel against that, it shows you a pattern that you need excitement in your food. But actually, that's not something we need to get from food. Food is not entertainment. It's sustenance. You'll start to see your patterns if you try this plan. You'll become very aware of what you're rebelling against and what your failures are and why, and you'll be able to focus on those and get better at them. Finding a fresh alternative. What happens when the month is over? Must we stick to a meal plan forever? No, but we can now step outside our old patterns and choose a fresh alternative. Like what? Some ideas for alternatives to our old patterns are as follows. 1. Plan healthy meals for the week. 2. Eat healthier alternatives to our old comfort foods and snacks. 3. Change our food environment to be more conducive to health. 4. Change our social eating to be a bit healthier. 5. Find other ways to cope with stress like meditation. Find other ways to comfort ourselves like a walk, take a bath, drink some tea, or socialize, go for a hike. 6. Adjust to new healthy foods and find joy in the deliciousness of nutritiousness. And 7. Letting go of shame around food and instead just seeing it as nourishment. Now, I'm not going to tell you what alternatives you should choose, but only recommend that you allow yourself some time to contemplate how you'd like to live. Fresh alternatives are available once we shine a light on our old patterns and break away from them. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled, How to Change Your Eating Patterns by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. A therapist can definitely help you change your patterns, and Talkspace, the online therapy company, makes it easy to connect with an experienced, licensed therapist that you pick based on your preferences, and for way less than traditional therapy. What's really cool is that you can send your therapist text, audio, and video messages, or even do a live video chat. Talkspace therapists are fully licensed and go through a rigorous screening process. Plus, they've done thousands of hours of supervised professional training. So, to match you with your perfect therapist, go to Talkspace.com/OHD. And as a special offer for our listeners, you can use the coupon code OHD to get $30 off your first month, all while showing your support for this podcast. Again, that's the code OHD, and you can use that at Talkspace.com/OHD. For me, the 2 things that help me manage my weight, because I do, believe it or not, have the propensity to gain weight, is first, eat till I feel satisfied, not till I feel full. Now, I know it's really ironic that we're talking about all these changes to our eating patterns with Thanksgiving happening tomorrow here in the US. So this may not be the perfect time to try all these things, but what I found is when I stop eating at the point I feel satisfied, meaning the hunger has gone away, I'm not full. Full is, think of it this way, tomorrow, fast forward to tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, and you've had 4 helpings of everything and are now trying to pack some dessert in. That's feeling full. But I tend to stop right when I feel satisfied, where the hunger has gone away. I don't get to the point of discomfort where the belt's starting to get loosened and I have to flop on the couch and watch the football game because I'm so full. That's when you've consumed too many calories. So that's one thing that I really try and stick to. And I actually like it so much better. I like the feeling of just being satisfied and not having that discomfort from eating too much. The other trick kind of goes hand in hand. I changed my food environment. So those foods that I know are problem foods, like the leftover Halloween candy that we still have, or the chocolate chip cookies from Costco, those aren't sitting out on my countertop. Those go in the pantry on a top shelf or a very bottom shelf where I don't see it all that often. And along with that, prep. I don't hate vegetables, but I'm lazy just like everyone else. I won't eat them if they're not ready to go. And so what my wife and I do, as soon as we get home from the grocery store, when we're all motivated and excited because we bought all this nutritious food, is we prep the vegetables. We wash them, we dry them, and we separate them. We put them in clear containers in the fridge at eye level, and so they are ready to go. So every day when I'm grabbing lunch, I grab a container of vegetables. It's ready to go. I don't have to think about it. Now again, I know the timing of this may be a little tricky with Thanksgiving tomorrow, so maybe next week, after you've had your Thanksgiving weekend, come back, re-listen to this episode, because I have a feeling you're going to want to know this information, especially after maybe going a little overboard this weekend. Now that's it for today. I hope you're having, again, a wonderful week. Thank you for listening as always. I will be back for tomorrow for a Thanksgiving episode. I'm going to record it in advance, but come back because it's a wonderful post from Nia Shanks. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this show and Optimal Living Daily, the brother podcast of this one. Literally, I'm Dr. Neil's brother. If you like the format of this show, you'll love Optimal Living Daily too, where I also read to you from blogs, but cover other topics like personal development, finance, and minimalism from bloggers like Derek Sivers, The Minimalists, Zen Habits, and many more. So for more amazing content read to you for free, come subscribe to Optimal Living Daily too, and together we'll optimize your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Health Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.